The Gene Expert is it's a rapid tool. It gives you a result in about 2 hours, and it tells you whether or not you have drug-resistant TB. And so this is very much an improvement on previous diagnostics where it would take up to 3 weeks to get a result, if not more. And so in the meantime, patients can be back at home in their communities and still infectious and spreading the disease. So South Africa has been the biggest adopter of Gene Expert globally, which is fantastic. But what this means, in a positive light, it means we're starting patients on treatment sooner. We've reduced treatment time to start people on treatment down to about a week in some cases, which is great news. But it's also uncovering a really big drug-resistant TB epidemic because now we can quite quickly diagnose more patients with DRTB, which is concerning.
And then tell us about the importance of compassionate use of DRTB drugs, including bedaquiline.
Bedaquiline, yeah. So right now, the current treatment for TB is really terrible. It's 2 years. You have to take sometimes up to 20 pills a day for up to 2 years, and it doesn't even work all that often. About half the patients are cured with standard drug-resistant TB, and if you have a very extreme form of drug-resistant TB, well, your chances of having a successful treatment are only about 22%, so it's not very good odds. But we do have some new drugs that are coming onto the market, and bedaquiline, which you mentioned, is one of them. And so you can't just have one drug as a treatment for TB. You need a combination of drugs to prevent the spread of further resistance. So it's really important that as we're getting new drugs, we need to be able to see how they can be combined into better treatments for patients. And so it's very important that regulatory authorities like the Medicines Control Council in South Africa gives the government permission to actually provide these drugs to patients. So bedaquiline, for about the past year and a half, they've been offering it to patients through this special program that allows certain patients that are good candidates for receiving the drug to receive it and see how it works. And it's been going quite well. So it will be important as we see a few other new drugs coming out that we continue to have programs like this put in place.